Hello and welcome to the long view with me, John Jordan. So we're playing Battlestar Galactica Squadrons. We're about day 7, so a week into the game. So this is current space view for our little flotilla. Let's go and do some daily stuff. So let's go and do open a pack. So it's a daily pack. So the game is based on the Battlestar Galactica TV series and is effectively a card-based RPG, turn-based RPG. So there we go. We've got some cards, we've got some various materials and such like. The main kind of part of the game, the main interest is the ships. So we go here. We've got these various ships in our hangar. I guess this is the classic Viper. They all obviously have different armaments and different support options. This one's the Raptor's the really good one. So its unique ability is it can call a ship as reinforcement. So you start off with 3 ships in your kind of battle group, your squad, and then you can call another one. So you have 4. So building ships is kind of the unlocking new character type thing. So got some bronze blueprints. They're the most simple ones. These are probably not going to be very useful, but let's go through the motions. So we've got a Kestrel. 2 stars. It's not awful. So let's keep that one. See if we want. Keep that one later. Could use it up. So the whole point of all these card collection games is whatever you get is useful in some way, even if you're recycling it. So what we've got here, got a Vulture. That's not very useful. Only 1 star. So we can recycle that straight away, and you can see we get some resources and some items which are useful to upgrade the other ships. So there we go. That's the basic cycle of kind of collection. So that's the daily stuff. So let's go in here. Our daily open 1 fleet pack, so we did that, so we get some more resources. You can see there's blueprints, recycle ships, level up ships. That's the daily kind of objectives. If you do those, you get extra stuff, and then there's wider objectives, as in the kind of long-term objectives for playing the game. So let's go and play the game. So let's go into battle. So we're on episode 3. Oh, it's interesting. Let's so I'm at the end of this one, and I'm gonna have to attack 1 big ship which I lost at last time. So let's see if we do any better this time, shall we? So go into fight. So we can see here, use some energy, 4 energies. We've got 33 actually. Oh, so I've got to choose. So I'm going to choose my 3 here, my 3 ships. Let's go and play. So the gameplay is not particularly interesting in and of itself, which is what you kind of want in a kind of a free-to-play game that maybe people will be playing for months and years. So I'm just going to go into auto-play. So you can see at the bottom I'm just auto-playing, and so that's interesting. Here we go. So I can speed it up. I don't know why that wasn't working to begin with. So we can see here it's just there is a kind of tactical system where you have various ships are good against other classes of ships. It's a colour-based thing, but it doesn't really make that much odds. I found the AI is reasonable at kind of handling stuff, and obviously it's much quicker. So yeah, that's kind of a must now really for free-to-play RPG style games. Certainly any game with a card kind of based system. It's all about the meta game. It's all about getting the resources and leveling up the stuff you've got, rather than incredible gameplay and using tactics and first-person shooters and that kind of stuff. So autoplay is a very important part now. Oh dear, lost the Viper. So we'll see. This is the problem I had last time. That ship's quite chunky. It looks like I'm going to lose another one. You can see he's on fire. So at least at 2-2. So will my guys be able to pull it off? Not looking great. So obviously in that situation I'm going to have to go back and look at getting some resources and levelling up. So we'll go through that process. If we can do it, well, we've just got a debuff. So as in all these RPGs, you have debuffs and buffs. So you can see there's normally kind of red and green cycles above the items. So let's leave this one going. Right, so that didn't work out very well, did it? So we can see here, this is kind of an interesting system. If I don't fix these, they will be lost. So a permadeath system is kind of interesting to have in a game. Obviously, I've got quite a lot of resources, so it's not particularly difficult for me to fix these. You wouldn't want to lose these because I already have spent a certain amount of resources in I suppose a week's time, kind of leveling these guys up. Okay, so let's go into the Hangout, see what we've got here. So we don't probably want this Kestrel. Let's say at the moment we don't want it, so let's get rid of that. So I'm going to get recycle, get some stuff. So probably need to go in and start leveling up. So I need 476 to level up. My Raptor, haven't got that. I can level up my Viper once. So not a lot of leveling up can be done. That's a bit tricky. So yeah, so there I am. I'm a little bit stuck. So I could go straight in and buy. If I buy the starter pack, is it going to tell me what I'm going to get? No. I'm going to get a whole bunch of stuff though. Oh, it tells me here, doesn't it? Okay, so I'm going to get some blueprints, which are for ships. I'm going to get some silver blueprints, that would be useful. Higher level ships, resources, weapons tech, that's for leveling up weapons, engine tech, a lot of water, and these cubics. Okay, so I could do that, or I could just go back, and this is what you're doing in these kind of games, is if you can't do that level, let's go back and do this level, and earn some resources. So we'll just play that, choose the same ships as before. That will level them up and go into speed. Okay, so let's let this one play out. Same thing will happen. There's the autoplay. Get our special reinforcement called there, so he'll turn up in a turn or just in a turn. And then we have 4 ships, and you can see quite the difference here. We're kind of winning quite easily, really. Obviously, the point of that battle we lost was it's a boss battle, so. You shouldn't just swan through it. You should it should be kind of mark the fact that you've spent some money or ground out kind of resources, and you want to potentially you want people to players to understand that a boss battle is a big thing, and when you've got you need to get to a certain level to accomplish it. So it's not a bad thing to obviously you can't to be defeated. You can't obviously just win everything you ever do in a game. That'd be pretty dull. So you can see here kind of a little bit of leveling up, not very much. But I get some resources, I get water. Oh, so this is interesting. So we've got a trade this. So Clingles have found this is like a little, almost like mini battle. So we're going to have. We see our population is dropping. So that's, we could just bug out and not play this at all. But we're going to get a resource pack. So we'll go and do this one. So these are just kind of, in a sense, kind of quick fire, simpler. Kind of mini missions almost. I mean, it's the same kind of process as before, but it's just another way of getting resources. And if you don't want to do them, obviously you can just opt out at the cost of that pack. But kind of a free to play mobile games, it's all a little bit about grinding, or if you're not grinding, spending $5 to take you to the next level. So that's just how the business model has progressed. Okay, so that was pretty easy. We'll get the usual guys leveling up, not very much. So we've unlocked one of these 2. Continue. You can see the top up population is still going down, so we need to sort out this other one. See, it's also timed, so it's all about time. I think this is not a major part of the design, but it's just quite a nice thing that they do. Obviously, population is a big thing for the Battlestar Galactica, where you're saving Earth from the cyclones, whatever they're called, and it's all about population. And in terms of this game, leveling up, you don't have a level, you have a population. The population is always going up, so it's kind of quite a nice consistency, I suppose, in how the game's presented, even if it's not like a massive, big innovation. So I think it's quite nice. It's very easy to take a generic approach to design in these kind of RPGs and just go, oh, that's what this game did, let's do that. But obviously, the whole point of using an IP is that it gives you certain kind of consistencies, some rules, maybe and to make the best use of the IP, you have to, pay attention to detail on every level. So here we go. It should be doing this using their shields, which is slowing things down a bit. Okay, so there he goes, victorious again. So that's unlocked. So what have we got in this one? Okay, some more cubics, some tech, and another blueprint. So nothing stupendous. Let's build another ship, see what we get this time. It's a bronze one, so it's not going to be only level 1 to 3 stars, so it won't be anything amazing, you shouldn't think. A wombat, no, I don't think I've seen a wombat before. What does a wombat do when it's at home? 2 stars, okay. Oh, so it's got a barricade strike, attack enemy. Okay. Oh, let's recycle it. Let's see. Okay, stick to the ones we've got. So back in, we got 218. I think we can level up the Viper. Level 16. So the other thing is, once you get these up to level 20, you can then kind of effectively evolve them and get them to another star. So you can see at the moment I've got some 3-star ones. Whoops, don't do that. Some 3-star ones and some 2-star ones. You always want to kind of keep leveling them up to get them to the maximum. Obviously, that's what you do in RPGs. So we opened 3 blueprints today. We recycled 3 ships. We did the mini game. We collected the reward. So we see a few other things. I leveled up that Viper again. I collected tech. I spent some Hylumium, whatever those are, complete daily missions. So it's pretty standard in this kind of RPG that you would have a daily kind of mission cycle. So there we go. So nothing terribly exciting in terms of kind of what's happening that's new in the game today, but that's kind of what you'd expect for the first few days you're playing it. Everything's kind of new and you're trying to work out what's going on. Obviously when you get to a kind of a daily cycle I've been playing for a few weeks, you get a little bit kind of grindy. You're doing the same thing. You see here, I'm hopefully at some point soon we'll finish level 3, and it's level 4, 5, 6, 7. You know, there's plenty of up to level 12 they've got in at the moment. The other thing to point out actually is this game is still in soft launch, so available in Canada. It's not globally released yet. So I imagine the developer is playing around with kind of the cadence of how stuff upgrades, and often you find in soft launch the progression stuff changes as the game developer realizes they put too much cool stuff too far in the game, and they want to. Their retention is kind of bad in the early stages. So they want to bring that forward. We've just seen that in Dawn of Titan, where they've really kind of compressed the first couple of weeks, or really the second month has been compressed into the first month to just make the game more exciting. So I'm sure we'll see some of that as well. So thanks for watching. The long view is all about playing free-to-play mobile games, and we like playing for as long as possible, and we like to do videos looking at the kind of early kind of periods of kind of day 1, day 3, day 7, and then day 30 if we get that far, and then equally looking at the things, the kind of game design elements we like and don't like. So if that's your thing, don't forget to subscribe. Hope to see you again soon.